There I am. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Let me get my little chat going here. Welcome back to Grommet Live. And yes, Greg is here with us tonight. He is running a tidbit late. He should be on any second, but we always love when Greg's here. We don't get him as often as we used to because he's so busy. But I'm so happy to have him back on because tonight we have a very full slate of products. And every product that we are featuring, this is one of those nights that I love because it's such a fun mix. It's the categories are kind of all over the place. Some of them are great problem solvers. Things for the kitchen, maybe possibly. We have a beauty product that I have been chomping at the bit to get my hands on because I featured another one of this brand's beauty products on our Getting Gorgeous with Grommet show not too long ago, and I'm such a huge fan of that one. I knew they were coming out with a new one. In fact, I'm seeing him right there in the chat. Hello, Ariane. I knew they were coming out with a new one, and I begged for them to get it on Grommet so I could review it, and here we are. So I can't wait to tell you about that one. And we've just got a whole fun mix, including I'm super excited to have, and there she is, right when I'm about to talk about her, April Mitchell, who is one of my fellow female innovators, inventors, is here with us. And I was so excited because I saw this product. I knew this product was going to be on the show. I was so excited about it because I thought it was such a clever invention. And when I'm preparing for a show, I always like to find out, who created it and, what's the story behind it. Lo and behold, my girl, April Mitchell, who I know, and actually, I don't think we've ever met in person. It's one of those, I feel like we have, but I don't think we have. So I'm so happy to be able to feature this innovation that she came up with and to have her here with us inside the chat. We've got Flip Mitts in the house, we featured them before as well. I made a teeny tiny mistake last time I featured them. And so I'm so happy to have another shot because I'm the hugest fan of the Flip Mitts products that I can't believe I made this mistake. So this is going to be super fun having them back, giving me another shot. And also because Greg is such a fan of Flip Mitts. So we'll both get to talk about why we love it and how we use them and all of that good stuff. So before we get Greg on and before we get started onto all of these awesome products, looks like Greg is here getting logged in. Let's see. I know he knows how to let himself in, right, Greg? Tell me you do. I believe you do. But before we get started, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. There's the man of the hour. Hello.
What's up?
How the heck are ya?
Only 12 minutes late, fashionably late with, 700 kids and baseball practices and rainouts. And, we made it work.
Is it raining there?
It's been raining all day. So, yeah.
We've been having, I'm in Southern California. It has felt like earthquake weather to me all day. Just going on record. So hot.
I'll do that.
I know. I shouldn't even say it. But I kind of feel like if I say it, then it's not going to happen. I'm weird like that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here because I was just saying we have such a cool mix of products tonight. Really, really kind of all over the board, but all awesome. One of mine I have on right now. I should probably turn it off, although it's very quiet. You'll know what I'm talking about in just a minute. But anyway, so we're going to get started. I was just going to get started on our little housekeeping so we can jump right into the products because we have a lot of them. We also have our product of the week winner on from a couple weeks ago. This was a product I featured and I was so excited to see that they won. So we will have them on at the end of the show and we'll do a live interview and kind of find out what's behind the product, why they created it, how they created it, and all that good stuff. Okay, so the little bit of housekeeping that I mentioned, many of you know, if you have been here before, the most fun part of the whole show is what? It is, well, maybe it's not the most fun of the whole show, but it's one that is fun, and that is the giveaway. And on every show, we do 2 giveaways. We're going to do one at the halfway mark. It'll be either mine or Greg's favorite product of the night. And then we're going to do one at the very end that will have something to do with some kind of trivia. And when I say trivia, I'm not talking Trivial Pursuit. I'm talking something that we talk about tonight on the show. We will ask a question at the end, and the first person that chimes in with the correct answer will win. And we have Jim DeBetta in the house, fellow inventor. I'm so happy you're here. And I know he's here with April Mitchell, representing, I'm not even going to say her product yet because I'm so excited to introduce it when we feature it. Lots of fun people in the chat. You guys, Liana is here. Yay. Josie's here. It's just rolling and rolling. So that brings me to my second bit of housekeeping, and that is all about the chat itself. And so I just want to encourage you guys. You know how much I love that chat, not only because it's so much fun, it's so cool that you guys get to meet the makers, you get to ask them questions, you get to give them those virtual high fives that are just so important to the makers, but also because when that chat gets going, that triggers that algorithm, and the powers that be at all the different social media channels, they start paying attention and they say, wow, there is something exciting going on. Let's push this out to more and more viewers. And that is the goal, that our makers and inventors, that their products get seen by as many people as we possibly can get them in front of. So it's super key. So just, don't be shy in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know which products you like. And I'm going to give you a real gimme here. This is super easy. And that is, you have a chance to double your chances to win both of those giveaways tonight. And the only thing you have to do is inside the chat, put one word, and that word is giveaway. Easy enough. And Jen, our producer, who is on call here and paying attention, she will add another entry to the giveaway for anybody that puts giveaway into the chat. So pretty easy. We've already got some chiming in here. Jen, are you paying attention? I'm sure she is. She's always 10 feet ahead of me, that's for sure. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. Well, oh, there he is. He's back. I was just going to do a beauty product because, you are beautiful, Greg, but I'm not sure how versed you are on beauty products. Oh, I'm not hearing you. Are you muted?
I'm muted. I was saying, I was going to tee this one up for you. But then it was funny. I was driving home from baseball. I did a big podcast earlier today, and she sent me the screenshots afterwards of like, hey, you did a great job today. Yada, yada. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, look at those bags under my eyes. Like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? What am I doing here? So maybe I do need to pay attention to this one that we are starting today with. This product is doing really, really well on Grommet, especially for a higher priced product, especially in the beauty space. They've already got 149 upvotes on the platform. That's what I'm looking at over to the side is their page on the Grommet. This is a really, really cool product, and I'm excited to learn all about it. This is Apple of My Eye, the eye and lip contour. And so, yes, Marcy, like break this one down. Tell me why all the ladies need it, all the fellas need it, and how it can help us to get that, beautiful glow that we all want in our life.
So easy, that beautiful glow. Where did I go? There I am.
Okay. I'm just hitting the wrong button all over tonight.
Okay, we're going to get it together here. Sometimes it takes us a little to warm up. And hello, Monica, who just chimed in there. Okay, so yes, this first product, I am such a fan of this brand. The brand is Earth and Halo. And the product that I had originally featured on Getting Gorgeous with Grommet was their Blue Crystalline Serum. Now, this is a major award-winning serum. They won, actually, from Elle Magazine, Best Beauty Serum of the Year in 2023. So that is a very big accolade. I have been using it religiously ever since I had the pleasure of featuring it, and I am such a fan. It is just fabulous, but I know I'm not here. I could go on and on about that product, but I am, and somebody else is chiming in saying their serum is the best. But I was so excited because I had peeked on their website and saw that they had another product coming, and that's the product that we have on tonight. And I literally reached out to him personally and I said, I can't wait to review this product, so please send it my way. Sure enough, it showed up. I was a kid on Christmas morning when I saw the package. I always love their packaging, first of all, so I'm just going to show you that. So it just comes in this really nice box with that, sort of little confetti in there. And then inside is this beautiful box there. I'm still getting used to the orientation. I don't know why, but we've got this gorgeous box, and when it opens up, then of course you've got the serum or the Apple of My Eye right in there. Now, what I was most excited about, well, actually, Aryan, who's in the chat, the creator of this, what I think you really nailed is with his product line, his whole goal is to simplify the beauty routine, to make it easy for us to do all the right things so that we can look and feel our absolute best. And if you have time to go to his website at some point, I highly recommend it because his products are a little on the pricey side, as you can tell. But when you go to his website, you'll understand why. Because there is a section on the website where it describes each one of the ingredients that he selects to go into each one of the products. And it goes into a very long explanation, but actually very easy to read explanation of what each one of those ingredients does. And so you can tell that not only are the ingredients just as top notch as they can possibly be, but his selection of them was so thoughtful and so careful. And it all goes to that simplicity of trying to find those ingredients that can do multiple things and bringing them together into one product that can help us to target a couple different areas at a time. And so that serum is sort of, your full face. And then apple of my eye, although it talks about the eye, it's also for the lips. And I was actually most excited about the lip part of it, although the eye part I love as well. So I'm kind of torn on that. And I've only got to use it for a few days now. So I look forward to bringing again when I it for an extended period of time. But one of the things I appreciate most about it is how quickly I started to see results. And that's another thing that I appreciate that Aryan did, is he breaks down the different ingredients and the different benefits you get from them and how quickly you'll get those benefits. So right away, that's one nice thing, is immediately you do start to feel and see the hydration. The fine lines are not so unfine anymore, or more fine, I should say, kind of right away. And there's an ingredient in here, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Aqua, XYL, I believe, if I'm saying that right, XYL, yes. So Oxford, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that is the main purpose of that one, is that hydration, and it's 24-hour hydration, which I love. This is not a product that you need to put on a few times a day, although they do recommend after you wash your face in the morning and at night. But you do, with that ingredient that I just mentioned, right away you feel and you see that hydration. And then within, let's see, and with that hydration, that's the other thing I did notice, that is it's hydration to the degree of plumping. So I do feel that those lines, and so my guess is there's hyaluronic in there as well, because that's what I'm noticing. It's like it seals that hydration in, which then plumps the lines, which is, I think, what we're all after. And then in about 7 days, you're going to see more of a significant reduction in those fine lines. And then 21 days is where you see the dark circles and the bags that Greg was just talking about, where you'll really start to see a reduction there. And that's where your skin also, at that kind of 21-day mark, starts to feel and look more firm. And again, I could go through each one of the ingredients, but I do highly recommend going to the website and checking them out, because they're really, really interesting. And I learned so much about the ingredients, and many that I had not even heard of, which seem to be real powerhouse beauty ingredients. And so I do believe that's why he has won the awards that he's won, and why his skincare brand is really taken off in such a big way so quickly, because he's doing something different with these products than what you're seeing other beauty brands do. And I'm just going to open this up, and just to show you a little taste of the consistency of it. It feels so good going on, because it's cool, and it's just like silk, just really, really soft and silky. So I look forward to it. And so when I put it on, I use this finger here, and it's just really light tapping all around the eye. I actually go up to the eyebrow bone as well. And then I'll sort of the whole lip contour. So that's my little problem area as I'm getting older, is my lip. And so this, I'm so excited to report back to you on that. But again, I do notice right away the plumping and the hydration, which is really, I think, the culprit of why, as we age, we get, well, it's that, and it's the loss of elasticity, which this does have an ingredient that does boost collagen and elasticity as well. So he's really like kind of coming at it from all different angles. And he is chiming in the chat saying that, because I was saying, I feel like there is hyaluronic in there. And he said, yes, sodium hyaluronate. So that is that same ingredient there. The other thing I love about Earth and Halo just in general is how clean beauty it is, that it is vegan, and it's just all natural ingredients. And so you feel really good about what you're putting on your skin, and that it is for all skin types. So it's not, you don't need something different if you have oily or combination. It's for everybody. So loving, loving, loving this product. And I knew I would, not a big surprise. And he's saying both products also went to all the top Oscar winners. How cool is that? Including America Ferrara, Ryan Gosling, he's my little crush, Margot Robbie, that's my son's crush, Jodie Foster, and more. How exciting is that? Very, very cool. And so, Ariane, just congratulations to you on all of your success, and congratulations on this new product launch. I have no doubt that it is going to do so incredibly well. And I just want to say to all you guys watching that Grommet discount, this is where that becomes very, very meaningful. So if you are wanting to try it tonight, great. Get your phone out, take a picture of that QR code, and take advantage, because that's going to automatically give you 20% discount, which is phenomenal. And so that, again, it's typically $129, you're getting it for $103. Even if you're not getting it tonight, but you're thinking, maybe I'm going to try that down the road. I just bought eye cream, so maybe I'm going to wait. Still grab that Grommet discount. It goes into a file that you can access later. And so you'll always have that there when you're ready to use it. And it also won Best Eye Product of 2024. My goodness. And I know that your brand won Best Vegan Skincare Brand. So it just keeps going and going and going. So it's so exciting. And again, I can't wait to report back with my results, as are you, Greg. Are you going to start using it?
I can't wait. I love that breakdown, and that was perfect. And now I cannot wait to use mine as soon as it comes in the mail. I love kicking off the show that way. Like you said, huge Grommet discount. For those that don't know, that QR code that is this way on the screen, you just get out your phone, get the camera app, hit that. That will take you directly to their product page on Grommet. Like I said earlier, 149 upvotes already. It is a very, very fast rising product in our beauty category. Huge discount when you take into effect that 20% on $129 retail product. So what a cool way to kick off the show. Marcy, thank you for breaking that one down. And once you guys try this one, make sure we're taking those pictures, getting up on Instagram, and, let's show that glam up on, all those social media channels. So what a fun way to start the show today. Appreciate you guys for being here on Grommet Live. Let's jump into product number 2. Keeping the show moving tonight, because we got a lot of products to get through tonight. And this is a really fun product that I am excited for later in the season for us. Because in Florida today, as wild as it is, it's still like 88 degrees in Florida. And so we don't quite need heated socks yet, or heat warming socks, thermal socks. It's not quite the season here in Florida yet. But when that winter trip comes up, that snowboard ski trip comes up, and even just when it gets cooler here in Florida. And I know, these are really, they're women's thermal socks. So my wife gets cold when it's 70 degrees outside. And so, the night baseball games, things like that. So this is a really, really cool product. I'm going to put them up on the screen right now. This is from Heat Holders, the women's thermal socks. And I don't know about you, but I got all kinds of fun, fun goodies from these guys. Lots of different variations of this product. Socks that are 3 times warmer, 5 times warmer, and 7 times warmer. These are really cool. My wife tried them on earlier today. We did the 3-time warmer. They are, she said, very comfy, cozy. I think right on the box, I love it. It just put your hand in these right on the box. And so as soon as you put your hand in, so soft. Really, really cool product, especially as we move into fall and then into winter. Marcy, tell us about these Heat Holder thermal socks and your first impressions of them.
Well, oddly for me, these could not have come at a better time. And I'm maybe a little bit like your wife, Greg, because my feet or I just always like to have warm feet, always, no matter how warm or cold it is outside. And for my birthday, I got and this was last year, but I got a pair of UGG slippers, really beautiful, nice pair of UGG slippers. I didn't get to wear them once because my daughter stole them right away. So I have not had slippers. And I kid you not, that the day these showed up, this happens to me all the time with Grommet products, I had slippers in my Amazon cart to buy, and I was going to look at a couple other pairs before I bought them, because it is getting a little colder, although today was really hot, but it gets colder. And so at night and in the morning, I want to have something on my feet. And so I have been using just regular socks. I do have some slippers that are just too bulky and clunky, so I don't like to wear those. I also have slippers that have a crisscross, so my toes are showing and they get cold. So I don't like to wear those either. So if I could have my dream, it would be to have a pair of socks that are like slippers, because socks form to your feet. They still give you, freedom to walk around and not feel like you have anything clunky on your feet. When these showed up, I went, is my phone listening to me? How did this happen? It was so perfect. And so, yes, they come in. These are the warmest, I want to say this right, the warmest thermal sock ever invented. That is their claim to fame. What I love is that they do have the 3 levels of warmth. And so it is 3x. And when I say X, what that really means is that it is 3 times warmer than an average, a normal sock that you would wear. So these are not your normal sock. As they say, put your hand inside. That's what I did right away when they came up. I'm not even sure if you can see it. If they weren't black, maybe you could, but can you see that fuzz on there? This is what's called long loop. This is sort of their patent or their proprietary technology. It is as soft as the softest blanket you have ever slept with. It is so soft, you cannot wait to get your foot inside of these socks. And that proprietary technology, what that does is not only does it feel so warm and cozy and comfortable on your feet, but it actually traps the warm air, the warmth, brings it to your skin and keeps it there. So if you like warm feet, these socks are for you. And so I started off the day they came, it was a cold morning. So I started with 7X and I was in heaven. I said, I'm not even buying slippers because these are my new slippers. And then was kind of nice. Like today I used the 3X because it was warmer. So I love that Grommet put together a bundle. So the price that you're seeing right there is for the pack of 3. And so you're getting a bundle of the 3X, the 5X, and the 7X all together. And I just am hooked for life. I really, really am. I love them so much. Now, I was thinking, would I wear these with shoes is another, now because I don't live in the mountains and where we have to wear boots and go, although when I ski, I definitely would. And I did think of that kind of right away. But would I wear them here with sneakers and all that? Probably not. But definitely when I go to the mountains, when it's that cold, I would. And absolutely for skiing and after ski boots and all of that good stuff. And let me tell you guys, I'm not the only one that's loving these because they have more than 40,000 5-star reviews. 40,000. Kind of crazy. So again, this is another one of those products. Clearly everybody else knows about it, but I had no idea until Grommet brought them on, and I am so glad they did. I'm just in love. Let's see, what else can I tell you? So the different, I mentioned the 7X, the 5X, and the 3X. So the 7X is their original, and then the 5X is considered their light. I don't know if I would call it light. It's still very, very cozy and warm, but that is what they do call it. And then the 3X is the ultralight. So if there's any question about that. Let's see, someone's saying, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, and these socks are right on time for the chilly weather. That is moving in fast. Oh, I'm sure it is moving in fast. Yeah. Yes. And I know we have someone on from Minnesota I just saw also. Yep. I mean, if you live in those cold climates, these are just a no-brainer. And I'm curious if anybody in the chat has already has them and has been using them, because it is a treat.
I couldn't believe the number of 5-star reviews. Like when we saw it, like when they applied to be on Grommet, I was like, holy moly, like people love these things, which I think is awesome. The other thing is there's free shipping on this on top of that. So that's great. So as Marcy said, with this offer for $32.80, once you upvote for the product, you get the 20% off. You get all 3 pairs, right? The 3 different levels of warmth and free shipping on top of that. So huge deal, big discount. Great product. It is, a great winter gift, something that you're going to want to have for the season. And as you said, like even like inside, like at an office or you're working from home, like having those cozy socks, there is nothing better. The other thing, a couple of quick things, they are machine washable, obviously. So, just little things like that. So yes, you can wash them, no problem. And it's there's only one size of these, and it fits women's sizes 5 through 9. So, just as you're kind of thinking through that. So it's just one size kind of fits most for this one and for this offer. So really cool product. I like it. I know my wife is going to love this one. I know you are as well. And yeah, I appreciate you guys being a part of Grommet Live. It's such a cool product.
I need them for my hands. They need to come out with them.
I love that. Well, I think we got something for your hands coming up in just a little bit, which will be amazing, which I'm really excited to talk about. Let's see, one or two more, and then we'll get to our first giveaway. If you're just joining us, make sure that you enter our giveaway. Let me get that QR code up on the screen. You can use the QR code that's over here. Use your camera app, open it up, hit that, enter the giveaway, and you can double your giveaway by entering the chat, which a lot of you guys are doing. I saw Dawn just entering the giveaway, so make sure that you guys are doing it as well. But let's jump into our third product of the day. I know earlier you joked about I have this thing on. I need to turn it down. I've had this on since I got it. I have it literally on the floor next to me. I love this invention. It is really cool. It is a 3-in-1 air purifier from Hugo. They are in the middle of launch week, having a really, really good launch week. Really cool. You got a black one. I have the white one. I love when brands do that to us. The different versions of it, and it is such a cool product. We've all had air purifiers in our life, but this one, especially being in Florida, it is that time of year. It also gets rid of the bugs, which is amazing, and the bug trap on the bottom, which is super cool. This is a product that I'm really excited for. It's something that I do believe we all need this, right? We need the air purifier, but the bug remover. Holy moly. So excited for it. Marcy, tell me all about the Hugo 3-in-1 air purifier and what's got us fired up for this one tonight.
Yeah, well, this one, I actually knew about this for two different reasons. Number one, I do go to the National Hardware Show pretty much every year and to look for different products. I speak at it sometimes. And this product won in 2022. It won the top innovation award in the whole show. And let me tell you, this is a majorly big show. Lots and lots of products. So when I saw that it won, I was really excited to learn about it. And then lo and behold, it was featured on HSN, which is where my product line is. So I knew about it from HSN as well. So when it showed up, I was so happy. And because I have learned about it from afar, and I thought, that's kind of a dream come true product. I totally get why it won, because this is not just an air purifier. It is not just an air sterilizer, but it's also, as Greg said, a mosquito and insect trap. So since it showed up, and it did come a while ago for me, I think I've had it well over a week now. I plugged it in right away. That's why the simplicity of it is incredible. Just, it's a plug and play. You're done. You plug it in. It's super lightweight. It weighs 2 pounds. And it's just about a little over 9 inches tall and about 5.5 inch diameter. And on top here, there's 3 buttons. So that's how simple. Just one button is for the air purification. One button is for the air sterilization. And then one button is for the mosquitoes. And I'm going to press the mosquito one real quickly here. So you see there's actually a little bug right there on there. And I press that one, and you'll see that it comes up. Or you see how it's coming up right there? And that little blue light that you see right there, that is actually a UV light. And what that does, there's an intake fan. So when I press that mosquito, that comes up. That intake fan starts propelling and sucking any insects in, but that UV light definitely attracts the insects, and then the insects become what they call dehydrated as they go through the system, and they land down in the base, which there's sort of a mosquito tray, if you will, that you can change out. And so they talk a lot about the mosquito element, but it's really any kind of insect. And in my neighborhood right now, I think really sort of the whole area, we have a lot of no-see-ums. Does anybody else have no-see-ums? Oh, they love my ankles. I'll sit at the dining room table doing my work, and I just get eaten alive. So this I have carried around with me for that purpose. Is last night watching the election, I'm sure many of you did, it was right next to me the whole time, because it's that warm air that we're getting right now, that the mosquitoes are out, the no-see-ums are out. I carry it everywhere, because then when I'm in the kitchen, there's also those kind of fruit fly things that happen. So it gets all of them. and puts them down in this trap that you can just empty right into the trash. So it's no mess. It's very simple, easy. But then that other element is that it does have that UV light for sterilization. And it has a carbon filter right here, which I'm going to pull out. I think I've got to turn it off first to show you. I'm just going to unplug it. And so this filter comes out, and this is that carbon activated filter. And so that pulls in all the air pollutants. It can be aerosol spray, it can be mold, it can be, I'm blanking on all the different things. VOCs is what they call it generally, and that stands for volatile organic compounds. So that's the big term when it comes to air purification and air sterilization. And I learned in researching that the air inside is 5 times more polluted than the air outside. So having something like this in your house and knowing that it really, as far as how much space coverage that you get from it, when it comes to the sterilization and the purification, it's 650 square feet. And then with that mosquito trap, it is up to 1,000. So insects, it can be spiders, you could be watching TV and there's some little bug will be, making its way around the TV because it loves that light. Put that by the TV and it'll just go right into your Hugo, and Hugo takes care of the rest. So it is so nice to have something that does all 3 of those things.
Oh yeah.
That is so lightweight that can kind of go all around the house with you as you need it. I'm loving it. It is
big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge, again, huge Grommet discount. $149 is the retail price. You guys don't pay that, of course. Again, use that QR code, head on over to Grommet, you get that 20% discount, $119 for you guys. And that's because it's the 3-in-1, right? And I think you really hit on that. The bug trap on the bottom is really cool. The tray just kind of comes right out and you can clean that, which is really cool. A couple things wanted to talk about. You talked about the replacement filters, right? So the carbon filters can be replaced, which is great. It can be used outdoors, but just note that it is not waterproof, right? So obviously you don't want, the elements coming. You don't want to get snowed on, rained on, anything like that. But I think in for me, it's going to be outdoor on the patio under, a covered area, like a Florida room, which is really cool. It ships right out of Miami, Florida here in the US, which is awesome. And then they do have a 1-year warranty, which I love. And they do have a 14-day return policy. So, get it, try it, use it, all of that. And you're protected by those 2 things, which I think is cool. And it's super quiet. When I just have it on the air purification, I've had it, it's kind of like light white noise just in the back of the room. It's not super loud. It's not distracting. And I'm a big fan of this. They've done a really, really good job. I think the thing with some of these products, you and I talk about this all the time, like it takes me 45 minutes. I got to download the app and then I got to do this. And then I got to set it, Bluetooth it to something. And you're right. Like I took it out of the box, I plugged it in and I hit air purification and voila, within 5 seconds of opening it. I think the instruction manual is 2 pages, right? And so it's really cool. The simplicity is what makes this one great. I think a lot of products tend to over feature, do too many things, try to be everything to all people. But this is a great 3-in-1 that's not complicated. And they're doing great. 78 upvotes already. They are in launch week. Today ends their launch week. So hit that button that way. Hit that QR code. Head on over to their page on Grommet. Give them an upvote. Let's get them up and over 100 upvotes tonight. And Peter, great entrepreneur, great founder. Like you said at the hardware show, winning awards. Just a great guy.
I have to say, Greg, on the point of that it's not very loud. It's just like a white noise, I think is what you said.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit on that because I actually am loving sleeping with it because 2 things. Number one, that noise actually helps me sleep because it's so light. It's like that perfect white noise. But also when I sleep, if there is a bug somewhere, it ruins my whole night because I'm thinking it's going to bite me. I just know it's going to. So when this is next to me, I know it's going to take care of it. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Love that. Awesome. Peter, thanks so much for being a part of the show today. Congrats on this incredible innovation. And I hope you sell a ton of them here on Grommet. Let's do one more and then we will jump into our first giveaway. This one is for coffee mug hoarders like me. I have them everywhere. I have so many coffee mugs. I have like funny ones like I regret to inform you that your 30s have expired, which is every time I see this one, I shed a tear. But you know, so many of these coffee mugs. Now you get the kids obviously sending, you know, getting me ones like, you know, dad, you know, not all superheroes wear capes and, you know, fun things. But we have so many coffee mugs. And I think it's because people know I love coffee. We talk about it on the show all the time. But this innovation is a simple innovation that solves the storage problem for these coffee mugs. It is called Mug Stacker, and we are using these in our kitchen every day. It is such a simple, small, little innovation. It's this little circle, and it's got these little pegs here, and it expands, which is really cool for different size cups, different size mugs. And as Marcy was just demonstrating, you have coffee cup A, or you know, any kind of cup. I'm using them for coffee mugs. Get it to fit here, and then as Marcy was just displaying, boom! Now I'm just stacking mugs, right? And it is a space saver. It is something that allows you to, you know, have all of these coffee mugs in, you know, a cabinet wherever that you have it. And I think this is a brilliant, simple innovation that if you're a coffee mug hoarder like we are, it is a great innovation for space saving. So I love this. Leanna's in there saying like, we have so many mugs. This is like, and like the hard thing is like, you know, when the kids put away the dishwasher, they're like jamming them into the cupboards. They're half falling off. And now we have a great way to solve this problem. So Marcy, I love these simple innovations that make our life just a little bit better. This hits the nail on the head at $20 for a pack of these. Really cool. I think there's different colors. There's all kinds of different, you know, what I also love, again, I mentioned earlier, one size fits all, which is great, right? So it's not like there's different sizes, different colors. You're showing the black, the blue, the orange. I had the orange one out. Such a cool innovation. Are you using these? Are you checking these out? Like, what were your thoughts when you get your hands on the Mug Stacker?
Okay, I have to be 100% honest, because sometimes I think things, yeah, that could be helpful, but is it more trouble than it's helpful? Like, is it that big of a problem that I'm gonna? And that's a little bit how I felt about this until I tried it, because they really have done a brilliant job with the innovation of it and the fact that it is expandable like that. So no matter what size mug you're talking about, it's going to fit. And it's so simple to expand and so simple to place on top of a cup and then add the other one on top, that I am actually using it. And it's not any trouble at all. And it's actually a little bit ironic. I didn't notice till Greg was just talking right there, that this cup right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there actually is a chip right there, which is kind of just the age-old story. See that right there? That they do get chipped, because this is what we were doing, right? And so, and they fall over, and then sometimes they fall out of the cabinet and break because they just don't balance that well. So because this is so simple, I really will use it for that purpose, because the handles get in the way, so you can't really always stack them inside of each other. But this is going to literally double the space in your cabinet. So I love this for if you have small cabinet spaces, to be able to use that and double your space. And again, you're seeing right there, not just for coffee cups, but look at even candles there, drinking glasses, anything and everything. And it is that one size. So it's, you know, big or small, you've got it right there. And there's some great before and afters you're seeing right there. BuzzFeed did a very cool article on sort of space saving in general, and the whole push towards minimalism. But then they got very specific with this particular product, and loving how this really solves problems for so many of us. And it's something that we all deal with, right? I mean, everybody deals with, should I or shouldn't I be stacking those cups? And as spaces are getting smaller, and that is true, statistics are showing that homeowners are opting for smaller and smaller homes these days. So cabinet space is at a premium. And so this is a great solution for that. And I was thinking, even for people that, if you have an RV or a boat or something like that, where you've got these little teeny tiny cabinets, and if you can fit twice as many, what a great solution. And I actually have and Greg did a great job showing the pictures, but this one right here, I think shows it best. If I can, we're having another one of those issues. Darn it. Let me try another one and see if that works. Not going to come up for me. Oh, there's one. This was actually from that BuzzFeed article that I was talking about. Look how great that is. You've got that full cabinet with the 6, and now you've opened up all that extra space. by using mug stackers. And it does come with 6 of these. And so what that basically means is that you can stack 12 cups. So, just that pack of 6 really does it for a lot of people, depending on how many cups you have. And so you're getting for $20 because of the Grommet discount. It's normally almost $25. You're getting it for $20 for the pack of 6. And it does come in the blue, the orange. I'm kind of partial. I'm loving orange these days. I don't know what it is. I don't know. And then there is the black, a little Halloweenish. But yeah, I'm loving that. But I do like that they have the different colors. So I think it is a fantastic product, just a simple but very well executed and works like a charm.
They did a great job. And what's really funny is like the chat blew up on this one because apparently we're all coffee mug hoarders, simple innovations. And again, sometimes it's those little things. I love what you said earlier. It was like one of those like, like, is this actually going to be as good as advertised? And then same as me is I was like, do I really need that? Because I just, I lazily stack them together, and chip them and all that stuff. And now that we have them, I'm like, wow, this is brilliant. Very, very cool. $20. Great stocking stuffer, great present, excuse me, or just something great for your home. So hit that QR code over there. Look, I got that. I pointed to the right direction on the first try. Great job. Look at that. It's only taken 75 shows. Hit that QR code over there and, grab this. Even if you're not ready to get this today, by upvoting it, you're going to secure that discount for whenever you're ready to purchase it. It's going to be saved into your My Votes, and you can use that whenever you are ready. Mug Stacker, thank you guys so much for being a part of the show.
Oh, we lost him.
I took myself off instead of the QR code off. I'm just all over the place tonight. All right. Well, crazy to think that it's already 9:50 and we are just over halfway through the show tonight. We've got 3 more products. 2 of them we'll be chatting about. 1 more where we are bringing the maker on to hear all about their product that recently won Product of the Week. But before we do that, let's give away one of the products that we have already talked about today. We had the Apple of My Eye and Lip Contour. We had the heat holders. We had the Hugo air purifier. We got the mug stacker. We had so much cool stuff to give away today. First of all, if you have not entered the giveaway, what are you waiting for? Hit the QR code that's over there. Look, I did it again. I am on fire with that at least. I can't get the buttons right, but I can point in the right direction tonight. Make sure you guys hit that button and then light up the chat. What product do you want to win? Which one of the first 4 products was your favorite that you would love to go home with? Because Marcy and I, we don't plan this out as far in advance as you think we do. And you can sway our vote. You can sway our vote by telling us your favorite product. So do you want to do the honors? Do you want me to do the honors? What are you thinking?
I think I'm going to do the honors on this one, only because I know you haven't tried this one that I'm so happy about. And I know we're heading toward the cold weather. And as simple as they are, they're going to make somebody's winter so much more wonderful. And I'm just so excited to have discovered them, even though it's really Grommet that discovered them for me. But I'm so excited about these. So we're going to give away a pack of 3, the 3X, the 7X, and the 7, the 5, and the 3X. And so let me see. Oh, we've got, okay, people are chiming in. We've got purifier, coffee stackers, purifier. Oh, purifier's the hot one so far. An apple of my eye, mug stackers, socks. Okay, good. Let's see here. Okay, I think I saw this person in the chat. I'm hoping. I think she is in the chat. The winner of the first giveaway is Beth Peters. Congratulations, Beth Peters.
Nice. Congratulations, Beth.
I'm dying to know if you live in the cold. Well, you'll love it wherever you live because I don't live in the cold.
I love that. What a great way to celebrate that amazing product. Heat holders, they're doing great this week. Them and mug stackers are in the top 5 this week. Mug stackers actually in 2nd place right now for product of the week winner. So they got a lot of room to catch up to number 1 right now. But you guys can do that by going and checking them out. So congrats, Beth Peters.
Can you tell us who number 1 is?
I will. I got to find it. It is. It's called Myco Rest. They're sleeping capsules. So, everybody needs more, especially after the election week. We all need something to help put us to sleep, I guess, so we're not up all night. But all right, well, but the giveaways don't end. We have one more giveaway at the end of the show tonight. So hit that QR code, get ready, and let us know. Keep letting us know which products you want to win. That is going to increase the amount of entries into the contest as we go. But it's time to continue this kind of warmth theme that we have. These guys, I am really excited for. I've been playing with them. I've been taking them to the gym with me, which is really, really fun. I've been using them outside at my own gym. These are our good friends at Flip Mitts. I got to pull them up on the screen. So these are really cool. They're 3-in-1 kind of gloves, if you will. They can be a glove, like I'm wearing them right here, right now today. But what I love that's super cool, so I go for a lot of runs, and I mentioned that we're in Florida, and I was talking about heat, but also when it's hot out, what happens? And I sweat a lot, right? I got, it's no shave November, right? So I'm getting, a little extra sweat on the face and the back of the neck and all of that. And you can flip your glove and kind of, they call it a hoodie. I love that they call it a hoodie, but what's really cool is it's like a sweat rag. And so you pull up the hoodie and then you just kind of wipe the neck, wipe the face, boom, sweat gone. But now I don't have this all over me. Boom, I just flip it back and now they are back to gloves. This works really well again at the gym. I think this is, just such a cool little innovation. But also when it's really cold and you're riding your bike. I remember doing this last winter with the kids. They kept wanting to go on bike rides, go to 7-Eleven, whatever it was. And now when you do the hoodie, and do it on both of them, I can ride the bike and I can be holding, the bike handles, the handlebars, and my hands stay nice and warm, which is such a cool thing when you are going for a bike ride. And then the third way to wear these, so we got the glove, we got the hoodie, but then you just have the sweatband. So it's got a thumb here and you can just pull the thumb out as Marcy is demonstrating here. And now it's just your good old sweatband, which is awesome. It's soft, it's comfy, and it's just a really, really cool product depending on how that you want to wear it. I do want to share one fact. As I was watching all the videos again that we have on Grommet. I don't know if you caught this, Marcy, but they have a video that's on Grommet, and they've created their own theme song. It's a Flip Mitts like jingle theme song. It is the coolest thing. So hit that QR code this way. Go to the Grommet, and then where it says view clips, that's going to show you all their videos. There is literally a video where they have their own jingle. And I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest. This is the greatest thing I've seen. They've done such a cool job. So a couple things. And I know you're going to get to some of these points as well, but I talked about, on the bicycle, right? Like flipping it over for the hoodie when it's cold on a bike. But also I know so many people use them as driving gloves, right? So in the car when it's cold out, cycling, so many different facets of it. The other side that's really cool is so many gloves when you have the full fingers on. Well, you can't use that thing that we're all addicted to, which is the phone. And so when you have your fingers open, you can still be texting away or playing Wordle or whatever it is that you do. And so I think that piece of it is just makes this product really, really cool, really innovative. And we're talking about, a $30 pair of gloves, very inexpensive, 20% off discount gets them for your only $24, guys. I think this is the perfect gift. You're seeing two different colors. I have this really cool, like olive, almost like army green color. Marcy, throw yours up again. You have a really, really cool color there. And we were showing some more colors. I think this is an amazing gift. This is something that is a perfect present for somebody coming into the holidays as we're getting into the cool season, someone who loves cycling or biking or, just gets cold in the office or cold when they're driving. Such a cool product here. There you're seeing all three modes. So the glove, the wristband, and the hoodie. Whew. I'm a fan. These guys do such a good job. And so I know you've talked about this product before and some of the reasons that you're a big fan of it. But, let's talk, I'd love to hear kind of your thoughts on Flip Mitts. I know you've had them for a little while now. How are you feeling about Flip Mitts?
I am, Greg, so hooked on Flip Mitts. And I can't even tell you how many people I've told about them because so many people have the same kind of issues that I have with hands. But you hit on a lot of it. Is that element of you might be cold when you're starting, but then that changes as you go on. I like to hike in the morning. We have areas where we can hike by the beach. And in the mornings, when I'm hiking, having that hoodie on my hands is so nice, especially when I have my dog with me. So walking a dog, when I walk my dog at night, I'll use these. And I love the fact that I can do this and hold that leash and be, warm and cozy. But then as I'm walking, I start to get a little warmer. And so I take the hoodie off and then I'm doing this. And I love, like Greg said, that your fingers are free. And then at some point you're kind of done with it. And so you do that. And so in the past, I find that when I do bring gloves or mittens or whatever it is that I bring wherever it is I'm going, I'll end up losing at least one of them because I do want them at first. And then at some point I take them off and I try to put them in a pocket or my purse or something. And then inevitably one's gone. Now, the other thing that I mentioned last time we did the show with them was I have something called Raynaud's syndrome. And I think it's about 20% of women have that. And what it means is that basically the tips of your fingers get very numb and cold. And for me, it happens for some weird reason every time I go to the grocery store. Even if it's super hot outside, I'll go in the grocery store and right away, the tips of my fingers just get numb. So right away, when I saw flip mitts, I thought, that's the answer for me. So I will wear these into the grocery store, and sometimes I'll have the hoodie on, and sometimes I won't. But they are such a perfect solution for that. I can't even tell you. And I know that's a little outside the box. But if I remember correctly, and will you let me know in the chat, I think you said you had some kind of accreditation or something from the Raynaud's Association that they love what you're doing. April Mitchell has that too, and so does my daughter. The more I talk about it, the more people I hear have that. So that's a real issue. But I mean, I think of so many different uses for this. Like my son fishes all the time and he'll go early morning when it's still dark out and he'll stay till it's dark. So using these for fishing, using these for photographers, I know that's a big thing that are doing sort of the great outdoors, being able to have these and have those fingers available so that you can do the task. Oh, there's a photographer right there. So it just goes on and on, but they're so comfortable. They are also antibacterial and they're odor resistant. So, our hands can get sweaty and stinky and all of that. So knowing that that's true is great. They're also made out of organic bamboo. So I loved learning about that. And then in the warmer months, they're always UPF 50. So you do also have that protection that you're getting with them from the sun. So that's just kind of a nice little bonus there. And then we talk about it being a sweatband of sorts. And that's actually an element that I really like. I've used these with playing pickleball. And I did use that sweatband element when I was playing pickleball. And what I did learn is that it's somewhere between, because I've heard that it's 20% more absorbent than a typical sweatband. And then someplace else I heard 50%. But I do know that it's more absorbent than a typical sweatband. So they're really made for that. I mean, they're made for all kinds of things. But the fact that they thought all of that through and made sure that they were really absorbent, they really hit the mark on so much. And he's chiming in the chat saying, yes, we have been reviewed and recommended by the Raynaud's Association. And they're about 50% more absorbent than a typical sweatband. How great is that? And Beth is saying, definitely need to check these out. And I have to say, Beth, who just won the socks, she did let us know that she's in Wisconsin. So yes, Beth, these and the socks are a good combo for you.
She's going to be ready to go. I love that. This is super cool. So a couple quick things I wanted to touch on. They are machine washable, which is great. There is some drying instructions. I think it was tumble, dry, low, as if you're going to dry them. But the other thing is when you hit that QR code, man, I am hitting this one tonight. I am so excited for myself. I'm like happy for myself tonight. It's the little things. When you hit that QR code over there, it's going to take you to the Grommet. It's going to take you to the Flip Mitts page. You're going to upvote them. When you click buy now, you're actually going to go to the Flip Mitts website because they have so many different colors, styles, designs. They have, I mean, you saw some of them as I brought up the page. And so the Grommet discount actually works through all of those. So you can check that out. These guys have been a Grommet staple, 331 upvotes already. They're part of our holiday gift guides. Matt, the founder, has been an incredible partner. He just sent us a ton of all those photos. He just sent us a ton of those new photos. He's always updating us. And these guys, I mean, this is a Grommet product through and through, right? It is a really cool, unique innovation. You get this for somebody as a gift. They're going to be like, what? Like, tell me, why did you buy this? How did you get this? Like, where did you find it from? And this is definitely one of our, this product has a soft spot for us here at Grommet, and we hope that you guys go and support them as well. Hit that QR code, get that 20% off, and go support this incredible business as we do everything we can to support them. And yeah, just appreciate you being in the chat, sharing all that information. And I can't, I'm going to keep using them. I'm so excited to have these in my hands.
I know. I'm just thinking, as you were saying, gift guides and all that, what a great stocking stuffer. Adult,
Absolutely.
Kid, perfect. They are my kids are all getting these for sure.
I love that. Matt, thanks so much for being a part of Grommet Live tonight. Guys, go check out Flipmits. Hit that QR code over there. Save yourself some money and support an incredible small business and maker making really cool products to make your life a little bit better. All right, we got one more product that we are jumping into, and these guys have been so patient. I know they've been in the chat the whole time. I love working with these guys. I've been LinkedIn friends with Jim, I think for what seems like forever, right? And he is such an advocate in the inventor community, and we love supporting them. And I'm so glad that we finally got a product that he's associated with on Grommet. I know we have the actual maker of the product on here as well. This is a really cool product, and it is called Right Height. And immediately when I got it, I thought of kids' backpacks, and then I read something on the site that said that's one of the main uses, which was awesome because it holds so much weight. And obviously I think me and you are both too close to the camera to show the whole thing, but you guys can see it in that picture that's up here in the top corner. Yep, there we go. If you see that picture, I wonder if we can, there we go. I love that. Is that one hook is higher than the other hook, and you can adjust the heights. So that way, maybe you have your purse or your bag or your backpack at a higher height. But if you have a younger one that can, put their backpack on without having to say, Mom, can you hang my backpack up? Or Dad, or like my kids, they just leave it on the floor and expect Mom and Dad to hang it up for them. But this is so cool. Obviously, it works for towels and all kinds of other things. I know that Marcy will talk about a lot of that in a second. But I think the other side that I was not surprised about, but I'm excited about is, people with maybe disabilities or people in wheelchairs or, people that are lower to the ground and they not being able to get a towel up on the towel rack or to get their towel down unassisted. This is something that can really help them in those situations as well. And I love, products that at first glance, I'm like, oh, kid, that's easy. Like my 6-year-old can't reach high. But think of all the other people who, maybe maybe their shoulders can't go up, or they just have certain, there's so many issues and disabilities or limitations that can stop people from being able to get things up high. And the entire team did a great job. So Marcy, I'm going to turn it over to you, but this is a really, really cool innovation that I think is, perfect for so many households. It's priced right. I know it's called Right Height, but it's at the right price. And it is something that we're really excited about to have here on Grommet. So Marcy, tell us a little bit more about the Right Height.
Well, April, my girl, you rocked it with this product. I love it. And again, if you weren't on earlier when I talked about it, April is one of my fellow female inventors. And I didn't know that she had created this. And then when it showed up and she put a nice little note in there for me as well, I was just so happy to learn that, because I think it is a absolutely brilliant invention that does solve a problem for so many people. And Greg hit on a lot of the different ones. And I have to say right away, my mind went to two things. Number one, of course, as Greg said, kids. And I had 2 boys that forever have shared a bedroom. Now they're not, but they did. And my son Jack is about twice the height of my son Colin. And that was always a challenge, as I did buy the over-the-door hooks, and Colin could never reach up there for his baseball hats or his backpack or anything. So he would put his on the floor and Jack's would be up on and it always kind of broke my heart. I wish that I had this at that time. So how cool that everybody is being accommodated with the right height. And I mean, April, what I am so proud of you for, that's not even the right word to say, but your execution of it is so top notch. The quality, I mean, you guys, when you get this, and that's the fact that you were able to bring it in at this price is amazing, because when you get it, you feel how substantial it is. It's really, really top quality, very well made. It does come in 3 different colors. It is the black, the white, and is it, haven't seen it yet. So is it gray? I want to make sure I have that right. But so easy to adjust the height, as you're seeing. So it's adjusts up to 10 inches. And what I was amazed at is that it holds up to 50 pounds. Now, April, I'm curious, is it 50 pounds per, because you've got the 2 hooks and, you know, all the different sizes, different heights or whatever, and 2 hooks per. So I'm curious if each one is 50 or if it's total 50. Not that I could imagine anyone needing 50 on each one, but I'm just curious about that. But again, this is one of those so well executed, so simple to use. There are no tools required, no husband required. Right out of the box, you can just hang it and you're good to go. As you're seeing, there's a little bar that connects it between the two hooks, and that's it. And again, there's no tools required to connect it like that. And you hang it and you adjust it to whatever height you need, and you're good to go. So yes, I mean, you're seeing lots of examples there, but the backpacks, the towels, you know, anything and everything. And what I love about it is that I was thinking about the time when my boys were, you know, sharing bunk beds and all that. And this is something that grows with you. And so as Colin grew, he wouldn't need it so low. And so it can be adjusted. We don't have to get a whole new over the door rack. It's just something that, and because it's so well made, it's one of those things that you'll have forever. And you'll just adjust it as you need it. And the other thing that I thought about right away, and Greg mentioned it when he said people who can't reach because of shoulders. My mom has a lot of trouble with her shoulders. She has arthritic shoulders, especially one more than the other. And I cannot wait to get her one, because that's been a real issue. Is she lives in a small apartment, so she needs those she needs space saving things like over the door hooks, but she can't at all reach up to get something off her hook. And so in her bathroom, she wants to have a robe hook, but it doesn't work for her. So this solves that. So thank you for creating it. And I'm sure so many people will be thanking you. And this is another one of those things that now you know this exists, you'll start thinking of all these different people in your life that could benefit from having this. It's really, really smart. And April, I have to ask you, because I think I read that you're a family of 6. And so you were kind of solving for your own issues. And so does that mean, do you have 4 kids? Holy moly, you look like a kid. You can't have 4 kids.
I love that she invented it because of her kids. Is that she said that they could shower on their own but couldn't reach their towels. And I know all about that, because they'll be, you know, the kids will be in the shower doing their thing, and then all of a sudden it's, Dad, give me my towel. And I'm like, you know, you're on the other end of the house, you're doing dishes, you're, you know, whatever it is. So I know your pain, April. She says they're all teenagers now. And yes, 4 kids.
Okay, you guys have to see April. I have a picture of her, because she is a teenager. There she is. Look at that. She is so cute. And that actually, Greg, I pulled that from a LinkedIn video that she did today, where she was saying, vote us on Grommet. So I love that.
I love that. So cool. If we somehow can get that QR code, Jen, if you could do that behind the scenes, or Marcy, I don't know how to get those images off now. Like I can't figure it out. Well, one of these days I'll have to do this not live, but not flip mitts. There we go. Right height. So right over there, hit that QR code. That's going to take you to their page on Grommet. You can see all 3 colors. You can upvote them. You're going to save $5. So $24.95 knocks it down to $19.96. They are in the top 5 right now for product of the week. This ends, it's 10:13. So you got an hour and 47 minutes or so that you can continue to vote for them tonight. You can still buy the product all the time. It's going to be on Grommet tomorrow too. But for product of the week, get them some extra upvotes, give them some extra love. I love this product. Great. You know, this is probably something, you know, buy for yourself, for your house, someone who has kids in your life. April, you've done such a great job. Jim, thanks for reaching out and working with us. And Dawn from their team as well was really, really helpful in getting this live here on Grommet. So really cool. The Switch says, I saw her on LinkedIn and she includes her teenage daughter in the business. They look like twins. How cool. Love that.
Yes. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being a part of Grommet Live tonight. And that is going to bring us to the final segment here tonight. They've been patiently waiting, but we have a previous product of the week winner. So while you're trying to get Right Height or Mug Stacker or Hugo to the top of the product of the week list, this is someone who has recently won product of the week. And so, Marcy, I'm going to turn it over to you to do the intro and bring on our special guest today and talk all about their incredible invention, which is the sleeper breather. This is something I am a big fan of. I have been using it myself as I go to bed. I've tried like different kinds of mouth tapes. I've tried different, I really like this one. It's a really, really cool product. And so why don't you introduce the founder? Let's get them on today and let's have some fun conversations today.
I cannot find my actual product. It's little, so they're thinking that's why I can't find it. But I'm thinking I probably don't. Oh, I don't need it because she has it on.
She has it on. I know. And she's got a way cooler color than mine too. Because I just got the black one. And she's showing off with the cool colors. But Hannah, thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, congratulations on your big win.
Thank you. We're really excited.
Yeah, and thank you for being there because we did get to feature you on Grommet Live not too long ago.
Right.
And Greg, I didn't know that you were a user of this product. I actually was not familiar. Well, I know a lot about snoring, I will tell you that. And my mom has had some breathing issues. And so I talked about a book called Breath, that it has been really just important in my life because of all of that and learning about that. Mm-hmm. And so when I found this on Grommet, I thought, wow, that really is that kind of salt that does what the book says. It does it for you.
Right.
And so I'm Greg, when you say, what about with the face hair? Because that was a question that people had asked. Does that not affect?
It
still works the same?
Okay. Works the same.
Great.
Works the same. Yeah, no issues there. But I'd love to start and just kind of get your why did you make this product? Like, why was this something that you guys wanted to get into?
Right. Well, we actually, on our brand Sleeper, we actually made earphones that were made for comfortable for sleep use, because that was where we're originally from the audio space. And then the more we venture into the audience and the sleep quality and sleep health, we realized there's so much more involved when it comes to our sleeping habits and sleep quality and sleep health. So we wanted to make something that's just really simple, but that can drastically improve our life, and sleep is a third of our lives. And so that's why we started diving deep into this. And actually I recently had a baby, my second child, and my second pregnancy, I just couldn't sleep very well. And I just, everything, like you said, that book by James Nestor, that really rung a chord in me. And so that's when we started to really design a product that actually worked for me, because I also tried many types and many variations of it, and it just didn't encourage me to continue using it. Yeah. So that's how we started and ended up with this design that we really love.
I love it too, just the simplicity and how small it is. And I do have a question about the design though. Oh. So I know you've got the two different options, right? It's the open and the closed. So tell us about that. Who should use which and how does that work?
Right. So mouth tape in itself is a pretty new concept to those who have never heard of it. So it's a little bit daunting, especially when you're sleeping. A lot of us may feel trapped or even feel smothered a little bit. And that's why we wanted to bring two styles where it's open in the middle. It's very small hole, but it's very comfortable and reassuring when you're wearing it, that you have the control of your breath. And it's not fully shutting all of your mouth muscle and the lips. So just having that little gap just allows you to have a peace of mind when you're going to bed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that's where I would start for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would even encourage maybe trying it during the day if you're not comfortable,
Good idea.
and that kind of helps you focus and get you kind of trained to be, in your subconscious and your, like, unconscious state to be closing your mouth more often, and that will slowly get you more comfortable in using them throughout the night. So that's where I would start.
I know that obviously it's probably the number one reason people would want it is for the snoring element, but I know there's a lot of other benefits
Oh.
to doing that. Can you share some of what those are?
Yes, absolutely. So, one of the biggest thing that I personally noticed from my sleep habit before having our sleeper breathe was my dry mouth. So I would constantly wake up in the middle of the night because I'm thirsty, because I open my mouth and my mouth would be dry, and my throat would be super sore. And this is one of those things where it just by just simply closing your mouth and breathing through your nose, you're keeping your mouth wet. So you have saliva, so you don't have dry throat, you don't have sore throat. So you're not really waking up often from that throughout the night. So that's one of the benefit. And by having more saliva kept in your mouth, your teeth, it prevents bacteria from forming. So your teeth health, your oral health will be improved. So it prevents cavities. It also prevents bad breath from the bacteria that forms through dry mouth. And another element that you can improve is when you start to train your body to breathe through your nose, your nose, it filters all the bad, it's like filter number one, and so it brings good air into your lungs, and it humidifies and warms the air that goes into your body. So it actually, your inflammation will be reduced just by having encouraged nose breathing through using Sleeper Breathe.
Really interesting.
Hmm.
So cool. I love that. I was reading some of the reviews. I don't know if you saw this one, Marcy, but it's from Mia, and it says, "I bought these, made hubby wear it. Now I love him again. LOL." It's gotta be like the best one. That's
That's
like proof that it works. Save the marriage. I love
it's
that.
really about the spouse. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I did want to talk about a little bit about the audio side mixed with like the breathing side, because obviously that's where you started, it's where some of your first products were.
Right.
Like, just talk about maybe how they work in tandem, or just how where audio fits into all of this, because I think this is something cool that Marcy, you and I have talked about before, whether the white noise or this or that. Like, there's so many audio triggers for sleep as well. So
Right.
what made you get into the audio side first?
Well, we actually come from a audio scene for professionals. So our mother brand is serving the professionals and audiophiles. And then a big part of our audience were looking for sleep audio specifically. So it has to be comfortable in the ear, and it has to serve a comfortable type of sound. So that's the type of product that we actually designed. And many of us don't want to be actually paired to a Bluetooth device when we're sleeping. So we're actually wired in sometimes. And that was the beginning of the audio product that we first developed. And then we also made this, because we don't want to have everything in the ear, not all of us. So we made a bone conduction speaker that you can put under your pillow. So you're not fully wearing anything actually, but you are depending on sound to be near you and constantly around you. Then you can just put our sleeper speaker under your pillow, and as opposed to the typical earphone where it delivers sound through air, you can actually hear sound through vibration that does the same thing but directly touching your bone. So it's a really awesome product that serves great purpose if you need white noise, pink noise, or podcasts when you're going to sleep. Yeah.
It's a really, really cool product. So on Grommet, we also have the sleeper speaker up on Grommet. It's another great product, 438 upvotes. People really love this. And so, yeah, both products between the sleeper speaker and then the mouth tape, the sleeper breathe, it's going to just make your sleep quality that much better, that much higher, which is what we all need. We all need to get that good rest. So we wake up in the morning, we don't have the bags under our eyes like Greg does, and we're ready to take on, the challenges of the day. And I think you guys have done a great job there. Marcy, any follow-up questions or anything on your end?
Just one question about the speaker under the pillow. So if you have that on, does the person next to you not hear that?
Yeah, so if you're not sharing the pillow, he shouldn't hear it or she shouldn't hear it.
Okay.
Unless you have a a sensitive hearing, it should be very separate.
Okay. Love that. I think I shared on the last show that my daughter's roommate snores, and I'm trying to come up with solutions to help her because she's not getting a whole lot of sleep.
Yeah, so many of our customers actually use earplugs, but they still want sound. So they actually get sound through the speaker, but they have the earplugs on. So that's like a two-way to kind of drown out the sound, but have your own sound type of situation.
I love that. Yes. Because the headphones, they hurt me when I try to sleep with them. And so to have that under the pillow and to have it not bother the person next to you is such a great solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Well, job well done on both products. I know you've got more, but yeah. And I love just your branding, and it's just all, really beautifully done.
Thank you.
And yes, so I'm not surprised you're having such great success with it.
I love that. I'll wrap up with this question here is for someone who's maybe apprehensive, maybe they have a little fear in the back of their head. I know you get these questions, I'm sure, all the time. Do I want to put, why do I want to put tape over my mouth? Like, what do you tell somebody who's kind of on the fence? I like the benefits, I like what Hannah's saying, but do I really want to wear tape when I go to sleep? Just talk to the grommet shopper right now this sounds cool, but we got to get them over. We got to get them over the edge to try something like this.
Right. So this is one of those products you just have to try it. I would suggest getting the type with the open mouth, the open gap in the middle. Try it. I would start during daytime, so you have the full control, and you can remove it after 1 hour, and then next time you can put it on, use it for 2 hours, and then when you're finally comfortable with it, move on to nighttime use and see how you fare in that area, and try at least 3 nights. And if you're not satisfied, if this is not working out for you at all, please reach out to me. Please reach out to us. This is a product that we want to serve. So if it doesn't work for you, we want to really make sure that we can communicate with you, or we can process refund for you if that's needed. We're here to support. So don't be apprehensive. Try it. And the material itself is really flexible. So it's not like a Band-Aid idea. It's not like tape that you're thinking like a packing tape. There's a lot of flexibility to it. There's a lot of breathability to it. And the adhesive is not very sticky. It's not sticky to the point that it hurts to remove at all. So if any of those concerns in terms of wearing, we really, really went over many, many additions to improve it and fix those issues. So I really, really encourage for you to take advantage of this Grommet deal and try it. This is just one of those products.
Yeah. $16 to try it. That sounds like a great deal on my end. We also have the sleeper speaker. So if you just go to the search bar and type in sleeper speaker, and hopefully I can twist your arm and we can get the sleeper wireless and maybe something else going soon, especially for the new year with all these New Year's resolutions and all that stuff as people want to get sleep done. Thank you so much. This is, again, I'm a fan of the product. I love this category. And if there's one thing we all need more of, it is sleep, so that we can serve the people that we need to serve better in our life. We're more energized, we're more well-rested. And so thank you guys for being a champion for that.
Well, thank you so much for having us on. And we have a new product coming up soon. So please look out for it on Grommet. We'll most likely love to launch with you guys.
I can't wait. And Marcy and I will be here ready and waiting and tell the whole world about it. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight and for being on Grommet. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
All right. That was awesome. I love it. Sleep or Breathe and the Sleeper Speaker. They're such cool products. And so we got one more giveaway to do here at the end of the day today, the end of the evening tonight. It's past my bedtime, but we want to give one more of these away. Let's get that QR code up if you're just joining us. QR code's over here. Use your phone. Hit that QR code. It's going to take you to a page where you can sign up and join that. Or my favorite part is just get in the chat and tell us what you want to win. Which product is it that you want to go home with? You want one of these Sleep or Breeze Right Height. That's such a cool product. Some Flip Mitts mug stacker. We did the Hugo purifier. We did some heat holder socks. We did the eye and lip contour from Apple of My Eye. We did a lot of cool stuff tonight. So which one do you want to go home with? Let us know in the chat. I get to pick this one. Do I get to pick or do I have to do a trivia question? I forgot. We do trivia questions.
We're going to do a trivia question, but you get to pick what we're giving away.
I see. Very, very cool. So, you know what? I loved having them in the chat today. She was an absolute rock star, one of our female founders. Let's give away April's product, the Right Height. I think this is something. It's one of those really, really cool products, and I'm so glad that we get to launch it on Grommet. So let's do a Right Height. Is the product you are going to win if you answer Marcy's trivia question? I'm throwing that back to you for the trivia question.
So I'm going to ask a question, even though so far it doesn't pertain to April, but I think it's going to, if not already. And that is, one of our products won the 2020 Innovation Award at a particular trade show. Who knows what trade show? And the reason I'm tying April in, because I have to believe that you're going to have this at that trade show, right? I've got to believe. You're going to have it, and if you're not already thinking about it, you absolutely should, because I think it would be such a hit. So definitely do that. And we have a winner, and the winner is Linda Beetle. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but Linda got the answer correct with a hardware show, the National Hardware Show in Las Vegas. This was the 2022 Innovation Award winner, and I'm thinking maybe April is going to be the 2024 Innovation Award winner.
That would be awesome. I love that. Well, Jen, our producer, will be reaching out to you. She'll get your information. We will get the Right Height out to you. Congratulations so much. Thank you so much to Hannah from Sleeper coming on tonight, being a part of the show. And before we go, I know tomorrow night, special night, you're doing a Grommet Live, correct?
Yes, I'm excited because tomorrow night we are doing a special Grommet Live, getting ready for Thanksgiving. We are doing kitchen gadgets that make holiday cooking a breeze. And there's a lot of them, actually. I mean, Grommet is filled with so many great kitchen items. So this was another one that was not easy to select the products, but there are some doozies for sure. So definitely join us tomorrow night, same time, 6 o'clock West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Go hang out with Marcy. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Go hang out with Marcy this way. Go hang out with Marcy tomorrow night for another episode of Grommet Live, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday, same time.